Something is changing in the workplace. Most people can feel it, even if they can't fully explain it. Teams are getting smaller. Tasks are becoming automated. Work that once required entire departments can now be completed by a handful of people. Reports get written faster. Ideas get generated instantly. Customer questions get answered in seconds. And slowly, a new kind of employee is appearing inside modern businesses. Not human, not physical, entirely digital. For decades, technology helped people work faster. But artificial intelligence changed the equation. Because AI is no longer simply helping humans do the work. Increasingly, it is starting to do some of the work itself. And that may become one of the biggest shifts in how modern organizations operate.
Welcome to NexNet, Inside the Modern Internet, a documentary-style channel exploring how AI, technology, and digital systems are reshaping business, work, human behavior, and the future of society. For most of modern history, businesses grew by hiring more people, more workers, more departments, more offices. Growth was directly connected to workforce size. But today, something new is happening. Many companies are discovering that some forms of work can scale without adding more employees, because artificial intelligence is beginning to function like a digital worker. In this episode, we'll explore why AI is becoming part of the modern workforce, how businesses are using digital employees, and why this shift may transform the future of work. Because the biggest impact of AI may not be technology itself. It may be the changing definition of what a worker actually is. Every organization faces the same challenge. How do you produce more without increasing costs at the same speed? For many businesses, AI offers a powerful answer. It doesn't need sleep. It doesn't take vacations. It doesn't stop working when the office closes. And in a digital economy that operates 24 hours a day, continuous availability becomes extremely valuable. A few years ago, many businesses needed separate people for research, writing, customer support, marketing, and content production. Today, a much smaller team can accomplish many of those same tasks. Not because humans suddenly became more productive, but because AI now assists behind the scenes. And for many organizations, that changes the economics of growth. For decades, automation mainly transformed physical labor, factories, machines, manufacturing. But AI entered a very different category: knowledge work, writing, research, analysis, coding, communication. Tasks that many people assumed would remain uniquely human. And suddenly, entire industries began paying attention. Today, millions of workers already use AI every day to summarize documents, draft emails, generate ideas, analyze information, write code, create content. The future often sounds distant, but in this case, the future has already started. When one company becomes significantly more efficient, its competitors notice. Then they adopt. Because efficiency spreads quickly. Not because everyone wants change, but because very few businesses can afford to ignore it. And throughout history, competition has often accelerated technological adoption. Throughout history, organizations scaled by adding more people. Today, some forms of work can scale by adding more intelligence instead. And that may become one of the biggest economic shifts of the digital age. Because intelligence is slowly becoming available on demand. Always connected. Always accessible. And increasingly embedded into the systems that power the modern internet. So maybe the future of work is not a story about humans being replaced. Maybe it's a story about work itself being redefined. Because for centuries, human productivity depended entirely on human time. But now, certain forms of intelligence can operate at digital scale. And the societies that learn how to work alongside that reality may help shape the next chapter of the modern internet. If you want to explore more about AI, technology, digital society, online business, and the systems reshaping the modern world, subscribe to NexNet, Inside the Modern Internet, and comment below, what task would you trust AI to handle for you today? This is NexNet, Inside the Modern Internet, exploring how AI, technology, and digital systems are reshaping business, work, human behavior, and the future of society. Because the future may not be defined by humans versus machines, but by how humans and machines learn to work together. See you in the next episode.